Hi, I'm Penny and this is my channel. So like I said yesterday, I am trying to do videos more regularly, and since I figured that since I had like nothing specifically to talk about today, I would go through all my RSS feeds properly and find some interesting things to talk about, which is what I'm here to do today. So hopefully I will continue to do videos like this where I just talk about a few interesting pieces of news that I've found pretty regularly. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start looking forward to things like this more often. Firstly, jumping right into it, some very exciting news for Australian gamers, and I think there are a few of you who watch my channel. From memory, I think I have a fairly decent amount of Australian subscribers, so hopefully you guys will be pretty excited by this. I am. The R18 legislation has officially passed through Parliament, so it looks like we're actually on track to get an R18 game rating down here, finally, which is going to be amazing because it's been so frustrating trying to get, having to avoid games or import games or just not get the good versions of games like censored copies because we don't have an R18 rating, and it sucks completely. So I'm really glad we're actually on the track to get this happening, because they have been discussing it for a while, but only now have they recently said, yeah, this is really happening, so get ready for R18 games. The separate states and territories of Australia will still need to pass their own legislation to get this rating in effect, but hopefully without any major hiccups, this could be happening as soon as next January, which is pretty exciting because, it has been in the talks for a while, so hopefully around even early next year we'll actually have an R18 rating, which means we can stop worrying about if a game's going to be approved to release down here because it's a little more gory than the MA15 is used to. So I am really excited about that, and hopefully nothing goes wrong and we will get that rating. The creators of The Elder Scrolls Online have announced that they are very pleased with the fact that The Elder Scrolls Online is not going to be a clone of WoW. They've been talking about how it's, although, WoW is a very standard MMO, like it's got a lot of things that other MMOs will take parts of and put in their own games, but ZeniMax are saying that they're very pleased with the fact that The Elder Scrolls is not particularly similar to WoW, which is what a lot of people were worried about. They're claiming that The Elder Scrolls Online will feature many features that haven't been seen before in an MMO, which could be really exciting as long as they follow through with that. I know a lot of people were really concerned that it was just going to be like a reskinned World of Warcraft or something, so this is going to be really exciting if... Well, you know how Guild Wars 2 is supposed to be recreating the whole MMO scene. I think The Elder Scrolls Online are probably aiming to have that similar kind of effect with The Elder Scrolls Online. They want to have something that is distinctly different and Elder Scrolls-ish while still being an MMO, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. They've said that their priority is to make a good game and not just a clone of another game, which is a good sign, and that the Elder Scrolls Online combat system will heavily feature ducking and dodging, as well as making use of a health, magicka and stamina bar, so it's going to be very... I assume the combat will be pretty similar to like Skyrim and Oblivion, so it will be really interesting. Unfortunately, I am a little disheartened by this, just because I know that real-time, like, those kind of combats in MMOs for Australians sometimes tend to not go so well just because our connections tend to be really bad. But if we're really lucky, they'll include Australian servers with The Elder Scrolls Online. That'd be fantastic, so we'll see what happens, but they are saying that at this point it is supposed to be very not standard MMOE, which is hopefully good news for a lot of fans. The final piece of news for today is that a God of War Ascension Collector's Edition has appeared online on Amazon, which is pretty exciting for God of War fans. It's going to include an 8-inch Kratos statue, a steel case, a digital soundtrack, PS3 themes and avatars, a multiplayer double experience unlock, and a future DLC pass, so it's a pretty standard kind of collector's edition, but pretty exciting for God of War fans. At least the future DLC pass does let us know that there will be DLC in God of War Ascension, which is, I guess, pretty exciting for some and pretty hated by others, but I guess we'll see what the general consensus is with that. The collector's edition will be retailing for $79.99 USD on Amazon, and will be releasing the same day as God of War Ascension, March 12th next year. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I have to talk about today. Just saw some interesting news wanted to share. If you guys have any comments or anything, please feel free to leave them in the comments where they're supposed to go. Definitely let me know your thoughts on any of these pieces of news. Looking forward to God of War Ascension, excited about The Elder Scrolls Online, let me know. I'll have another video up hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, perhaps in the next couple of days, but either way I will see you soon. Bye.